Well, howdy friends. I've got another box of toys to unpack today, so I'm going to get right into it. I've got a lot of figures in my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store, so I'm going to be trying to clear some of that out in the next couple weeks. Get everything that I can shipped here and delivered, so I might have quite a few unboxings to come soon. And most of these figures I've ordered months and months and months ago, and I let them sit in my pile of loot for almost the full 90 days, which gives me a chance to find if they're on sale somewhere. Sometimes I can keep them there, you know, like they said, at 90 days and find them on Amazon or Walmart or Target or something for half price on clearance before I actually get them delivered. Then I just cancel them from Big Bad Toy Store, which leaves me with store credit, but I'll always end up using it as long as MOTU Origins continues putting out new figures, which they seem to be doing. So let's start with, there's some stuff in here that's not MOTU, but let's start with the MOTU. Alright, we got the mini comic version of Roboto. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already got this one. On the back it says, Roboto must have strength of steel, but it's a Roboto may have strength of steel, but it's his cybernetically enhanced heart that makes him one of Eternia's bravest. So that's not just a heart of love, that's a heart of bravery he's got there. And yeah, I like his color scheme. That's different. Orange and all clear with the... I still like the colored gears inside of him, the original one. But I have a few of those, and this is the only one of this Roboto I've got. They seem to sell out quite a bit. They're sort of harder to come by. This must have been either popular or they didn't make as many of him. So, gotta have one, I guess. It's one of the few figures that I only have one of. I recently got Hypno, only one of them, and Boltman, but I ended up getting one and then another one when they were on sale. So, yeah, I've talked about them a little before. I think they're pretty cool. They both look like cousins, Boltman and Hypno. One's a little darker than the other, but they have the exact same face sculpt, and everything else is about the same. I think Hypno's pretty cool with his little Hypno wheel, so, and his eagle that he has, or his hawk or falcon, whatever that is. That's why I ended up getting him. Also sort of the completionist thing, but anyway. So now from that same wave, I've got two of Snake Armor Skeletor here. So the art here says Skeletor's cursed snake armor makes him stronger, but mind controlled by King Hiss. Ah, okay. So this isn't snake armor to protect him from King Hiss, this is snake armor to mind control him. I did not know that. Poisoned with power. Poisoned with power, it says here. So, very cool looking sculpt. I'll hold one up for you and look at the other. Nice looking armor, kind of the Cobra hood going over his shoulders. Looks like he's got, does he have a snake staff? Is that what he has? No, he's got a club, it looks like. I can see on the back. He carries a club. That would be where, over here I think. Yeah. So he's got a club and a shield, it looks like. Purple shield. Very interesting. Like the helmet that he has, I don't know if that comes off. I suspect that it does not. It's probably molded on. And he's got an interesting face. None of the black lines for his mouth. It's just kind of hidden teeth. I guess they decided they ran out of money for paint apps. Looks like he's wearing the same belt as the 2000X version of Skeletor. And his face, I suppose, looks more like the 2000X version of Skeletor. So, very cool. Always nice to have another version of Skeletor. I kind of just noticed the fangs coming down from his armor as well. Obviously the eyes were there, but I just kind of first time noticed the fangs. Almost looks more like a cat than a cobra or a snake. But very cool. I like him. And yeah, it also looks like it's got kind of scales on the armor. So that's neat. Yeah, if you look at him from behind, he really looks kind of like a cobra's head. So, very cool. Poisoned with power. Snake Armor Skeletor. Okay, and he's in the same wave as Roboto and Hypno and Tongue Lasher, who I have not received yet. I ordered him from Entertainment Earth. He had been out of stock for a long time. It looks like now he's coming in July, and hopefully that's true. And hopefully I'll be here to receive him. I'm worried about having things come when I'm not around for a while and having them sit on the doorstep. Hopefully that'll be okay. And last but not least, we've got some figures from Action Force. These are going to go along with my G.I. Joe classified collection. We've got Trigger, tough looking guy, nice looking camouflage fatigues, pants. Looks like a badass dude. His primary weapon is a 11B automatic. Oh, primary specialty 11B. Blah blah blah. Doesn't say his weapons. There's a whole file card on these figures. I'm not going to read it to you because I don't think a lot of you are all that interested in Action Force. If you want, you can check it out yourself. But yeah, cool looking guy with his sunglasses and his do-rag or his bandana, whatever you want to call it, or just a wrap over his head. Lots of weapons these guys come with, lots of hand sculpts. So as you can see, we've also got Kill Switch. She's very cool. She also has a covered head, sculpts, and lots of weapons, and just a cool looking figure. Gotta have some females in the army. So G.I. Joe gives us only a few. I got CoverGirl recently, and obviously we have Scarlet. And other than that, I'm not sure if they have many for G.I. Joe. I know we have Baroness for Cobra. So anyway, wanted to add some more females. I've also already got Pandora, who's one of the bad guys from Action Force. She's cool looking. Thought I'd get her because I think she had sold out somewhere and got that fear of missing out business going on that causes me to order more than I need to. Oh, here's the side of these, if you guys want to see that. And last but not least, we have Eclipse. And this one kind of really was the one that convinced me to buy these. Actually, after I watched a retro blasting video about them, old Michael over there kind of convinced me to buy these. He's a very good salesman. He goes over all their good aspects and good qualities, and really convinced me they were good. Also, Articulated Ninja did a good job of selling these to me. They look really cool. The details on them are really high grade. The paint on them really high grade, and especially this version of her wearing the turban, where she'd be undercover in the Middle East. The detail on the turban is just fantastic. So if you want to see a really, really nice version of her or video about her, check out Articulated Ninja. He does an incredible job with his filming. He's a very skilled photographer and sets them up nice with a good background. So if you really want to see how that looks, I recommend checking out his site. So this Eclipse, yeah, sort of Michael on Retro Blasting convinced me she's one of the best figures he's seen, even though she's kind of plain looking. But the more you look at her, the details, the more you decide she's just awesome. Yeah, and she also has, it looks like, a neck scarf that's the same pattern as the full-on hijab or head covering scarf. So very cool. They have that nice body armor. There's the side action. So that's all that's in this package for today. Just wanted to go ahead and unbox them and start figuring out where I'm going to locate them. I keep complaining that I don't have enough storage for all these figures, and they're starting to pile up on me. But a lot of that is because I've kept them all in boxes for the most part, and only unboxed some of my MOTU. A lot of them I still haven't unboxed. So that's taking up a lot of space, keeping everything in boxes. If I want to make a lot of space, I could just start unboxing things. I have quite a bit of Star Wars vintage collection that are taking up space because they have the cards, and I have some of the MOTU reaction figures that are 3 3/4 inch version that I don't know if I really need to keep them boxed because the boxes for them aren't really all that appealing or attractive. So it's one of those, I know they'd be worth more if I kept them in the box 20 years from now, but that's, I don't know why that's in my mind, because I buy these to enjoy them and have them myself, but for some reason I have it, they thought that, well, at some point I'm not going to be able to keep them all, eventually I'm going to die, and when I do my death cleaning and get rid of everything before I die, hopefully, whenever that is, they'd be worth more if they were still in their boxes. So that's always a secondary consideration, but I really ought to let go of that. So hopefully most of you guys are not suffering from such strange mania or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope you guys have enjoyed another unboxing and feeding the beast. And I should have another one coming very soon. I already have another box from Big Bad Toy Store to unbox. Just not going to do it in this video because I don't want to take the time too long. And that one I believe is filled with Masterverse figures. So I recently got into buying Masterverse, so I have a bunch of those. I already have 4 or 5 of them sitting right behind the camera on my couch. I've got the new Eternia Beastman, new Eternia, what's his name? Zodak. I've got Roboto from Revelation. I've got Frosta from Princess of Power. And King Grayskull from Revelation. So I've got those just sitting also in their boxes. Haven't opened them yet. Haven't made a video about them. May not get around to that. So anyway, kept you long enough. Thanks for staying with me, checking out my videos, and that's about it. Take care, everybody. Bye.